Hi, today it's Joanne, and one of the things I wanted to be talking about is I just want to put out there that I would like to go to Italy, and I would um, like to help companies with their search engine optimization needs as far as helping their customers find their businesses online. And that's something that I have expertise in, both knowledge and experience in. I had owned a very successful driving school up in Vancouver, and I also own Joanne's Uncontested Divorce Help at .webs.com and Joanne's REI Deal Board .webs.com and Perilous. I have another business that is, like I just mentioned, helps companies get their businesses ranked high on Google and other search engines. Um, that's imperative moving forward because this is where customers are looking for their products and services online. So I would like to see Italy and Paris and Barcelona, Spain. I've done some research online, and it's something that I really want to experience. Um, I want to go to the Vatican, and I want to go to just some different places around Rome that I've researched. It looks like an incredible place to visit. I've even started learning some Italian. Got 100% on my uh, level 1 test. I know it doesn't look level 1, but you know what? I still got 100%. And I grew up in Montreal where we had to pass French written and oral to get our high school diploma. So I have some basic in French, and there's some similarities between French and Italian. So I can pick up the language, uh, reasonably well for a beginner. My high school sweetheart was named Rocco, but he moved from Italy to Montreal when he was very young. But when we met, he was fully bilingual, and we never spoke Italian. When I was at his house, his parents spoke Italian. They talked really loud. I used to say, "Oh, why are they yelling at each other?" Yeah, and he used to laugh. He's like, "They're not arguing. It's just the way they talk." And I'm like, I guess they're just very passionate people, you know. In my house, my father gave the silent treatment to my mom so much you could cut the silence. It was deafening, the silence in my house at times. I went from that zero to okay. Every second weekend there was a big party, and they're like, Rocco used to come over. He's like, your family's crazy. I'm like, yeah, I know. I just didn't know how to respond to that except to say I know because it was like this big party every second weekend. So if he was there, then it was like so silent, and then that, and there was kind of like no in between. It seemed like. Anyway, so I I there's different things that I could do for a company. I could, because of my extensive knowledge and experience in teaching thousands of people to drive safely, I have knowledge in defensive driving techniques, and I could come to a company and teach the company how to um, how to help their drivers become safer drivers, to represent the company better, and to keep their insurance costs. Because we all know what happens to insurance rates when there's a crash. And even if there's a crash that is not your fault, and you're comprehensive to pick up some of the, it's still a couple of $100, and a couple of $100 to some people on a very strict budget, very low income stream, is a lot of money. It could devastate them actually, you know, um, temporarily. So, and marketing, how to market a company, how to start a company from the ground up, how to market it, how to start a driving school, how to market it, how to market any kind of company, and that's through So I could teach a marketing class, and I have real world um, experience, knowledge, and I like helping people. I'm a very driven woman, and so that is some of the things and obviously search engine optimization is something that I can offer companies, and that will allow your customers to find you online and rank you high in the search. And I could prove that I know what I'm talking about. If you search Joanne's uncontested divorce help .webs.com, if you just search uncontested divorce in BC, you'll see that I cannot, without even typing my name up. So, and it's not in the paid categories where you could look at the top and see the faint blue hue over the ad. That means they had to pay to get up there. I don't have to pay because I know how to do that, and that's a service that I provide. And that alone could make you so much money when you have somebody help you to be able to get ranked high ahead of your competitors, because business is a competition, right? It really is. You may not want to say that, you may not want to admit that, but if you don't accept that, you're going to be in trouble. Because when you compete, that means that you're constantly evolving, getting better, because there's someone coming up behind you all the time, and you have to get better and better and better, and your customers and your all the different income streams that your business provides the cash flow to has to continually be moving. So you need a business system that's going to work for your system, that's going to drive sales, that's going to have advertising goals that are going to be met because of the system. You have to have systems to protect you from the wickedness in people too, like systems. Let's just use the example, if you started a driving school business, you should have a camera in the car. You should have a camera in the classroom when they're teaching the class. You should have a phone message that's going to ask the customer if they're wanting to do a survey after, so that your salesperson, your assistant, whoever is taking the fielding the calls, is going to know that if they are rude, or that they could be replaced, because you're going to be able to find them out. So whatever issues they have, they just have to leave it at the door, because when they show up at work, they better know how to act right, because that's what they're getting paid to do. And that you have the measures in place to weed it out. And so there's all kinds of, there's things that I can offer services on as far as growing a business. And I'm a fierce competitor when it comes to business. I get it done. Sometimes, in teaching and stuff, sometimes you have to just, when you're trying to help people, you got to put words to ugliness that's going on. Like when I used to teach people how to drive, I would just tell them some of the things that drivers would do, and you just have to spell it out for some people. And it's the same thing in business. Sometimes in life, when I talk to, I have a blog for single mothers, and when I say things, sometimes it's like, oh man, she's just. But I'm telling you, this is the way it goes. Sometimes, and sometimes the way you help people is to bring light to a situation. All you talk about is the consequences of actions that they may take or consider taking that they haven't really thought of. So, and that's how my teaching style. When I used to teach a classroom, I had students that wanted to come back and take those three. It was a 6-hour class, 3 of them per session, and I had students that wanted to come back and take them over again, because they knew I care, and I made it fun. I mean, we used to play a game. It's called the Family Feud game. You've seen it on television. So I would have chocolate bars for them, and I would be like, it would be all driving school questions related. It's like, okay, well, what about this and what about that, and if you wanted to go out with your friends and you didn't have a safe ride home, what sort of things, you know, what are your options, and then why would the teams will play again. But they learned a lot of things, and it was fun. It doesn't have to be that old. You don't have to bore the person to death because they're not learning. Like, you have to engage them, and you have to make it enjoyable, you know, and then they learn, and then it's something in it for them. So, but there's, you know, different facets of me, being 45 years old, and, I'm a lived, experienced businesswoman, and so there's different things that I can offer companies, and as far as teaching, um, and search engine optimization. That alone, I charge $3,000 for that. I know it sounds like, oh, but it's an investment in your business, and it will yield you a lot of money. And I take a payment plan for that. And and if you need an uncontested divorce facilitated, I help people with that too. And I don't give legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. You don't need a lawyer to get an uncontested divorce. Um, so if you have legal questions, you go to the local courthouse, ask your legal question, and you come back to me, and I'll help you facilitate it. I will work with you. We figure it out together. If you're a new business just starting out, I can help you with consultation. Um, so, you know, um, like I said, if you need any of the services that I just mentioned, contact me through Perilous, SEO, Perilous, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, at yahoo.com, or Joanne's Uncontested Divorce Help at gmail.com. So wherever you are in the world, try, if you don't have a 311 system that they have government resources available, contact your government, and see if they can get one going in your area, because that's a useful resources for people that need some food. Sometimes it's really like that. Sometimes people trying to start a business, it's that. It's that. And so, okay, be strong, be smart, and like this video. And if you see any of my other videos, if you listen to them, please like them, and share, send them over to some people, because a lot of the things that I do is I give advice, to help people, and people are always saying, they're depressed, they don't have enough help, they don't, so I'm trying to help, and we all got to kind of just do our, be that piece of the puzzle within the bigger puzzle to get there. Okay, bye.